Hey there, collectives, and welcome back for another general reading. Let's tap into the energy for the collective and see what spirit or the universe has for you for your highest good in this current season. Maybe you're needing an answer. Maybe you're needing a word of encouragement. Maybe you're needing a little clarity or guidance here. Hopefully, this reading will serve to help you in some type of way. Thank you guys so much for your support on this channel. I really do appreciate you. And if my energy resonates with you, I ask that you please consider subscribing to this channel, as well as liking this video, hitting your notification bell to all, and leaving me a high vibrational comment. I appreciate it. Spirit, show us the energy that you need your collective to know in this time. What do they need to know for their highest good on this soul's journey here? What do they need to know moving forward in their soul's purpose here? Let's see. So we're using the Angel Tarot. So the overall energy here is the Page of Swords here. God of Refuge. So it says governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals here. So there's some type of knowledge here. There's some knowledge that you can tap into. It's almost like Spirit is saying that, look, and you got the Two of Cups. It's almost like Spirit is telling you, you have not because you ask not here, especially if it's pertaining to a connection, because we know that Two of Cups is not always a romantic relationship. It could be connections with your family, your friends, with your lover, because I do see the Nine of Swords here too. So it's almost like Spirit is telling you that a lot of these things that you're going through, you don't really have to go through them, because there is knowledge. There is power in knowledge here. And with this Two of Cups, it talks about fruition, provides expansive intelligence, and gives the grace of God here. The swiftly hearkening God here. Ooh, these are two together here. This is like a force to be reckoned with here. This is partnership. This is union here. It's like all of our connections are so connected. All of our connections are soulmates in nature. But it just seems like it's a lesson to be learned in everything. But it's like, even though we go through the trials and tribulations in these relationships, whether they're platonic relationships or romantic relationships or family relationships, they're all only serving as tests here. And Spirit wants you to know that you're not fighting this test alone, but as a immortal side, the spiritual side of you, you're very, very powerful. All you have to do is tap into it. It says refuge governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from the mortals. So if you tap into the immortal in your mortal energy, you can find out a lot of hidden things here. But then you have this Nine of Swords here. It says universal medicine, elevations of the soul, and the relevant of mysteries here. So it's almost like sometimes you have to be broke down, and it seems unfair, but it's really what's needed, especially since we're here as a lesson. But it's almost like in their broken energy of the Nine of well, this is Nine of Wands, but it's still someone who is guarded here because they have a past of hurt. But it's almost like you have to be in that place in order for the universe to really be able to deal with you here. And this is why it's called elevation of the soul, because the only way you're going to elevate is to go through something. I don't care how many books we read, how many things that maybe our forefathers, let's say our parents and our grandparents, try to steer us and tell us. It's not going to hit the same until we actually physically feel those things. So Spirit also wants you to know that the trials and tribulations that you face are not personal. They're just a part of your growth, your elevation. You have to feel the heartache and pain in order for you to be able to appreciate your rewards here. But you got protection here. You got Michael here, the Chariot here. It's like you always have help for you. For whoever this is for, there's no stopping you. You won't be halted here to the point of your demise here, because you always have a swift moving energy here that is here to protect you here. It says perseverance, success here. Is it success? Success in conflict, overcoming adversity. See, it's like if you ever notice, most of the people, if they can recall their childhood, or if they look at their lives today and they feel like they have some type of obstacles, um, it's almost like if you think about yourself now and you reminisce about your upbringing, you can see clues when you were a child. Let's say if you were considered the black sheep of the family and you were always pushed to the back, you were always, it was just something, it just seemed like it was just something about you that just pissed everybody off, and you could have just been a kid. But please believe you had a light in you. It was something more powerful in your energy that they noticed even in their darkest state. And the only way that they could respond to you was from their darkest place, because that's where they were. But when people push you back and hold you back and intentionally do wrong to you, it's almost like they're pushing you back. Remember, anytime you really dogged and pushed back so hard, it's because you really are the one who shines the brightest here. So this is what the universe wants to remind you of. Don't take all these things so personal. Find forgiveness in your heart. Because you have knowledge. You know a little bit more now than you did then. And remember, our parents didn't know a lot of things. They, and it ain't no shade to nobody, but they grew up in Christianity here. And so that is a system, so it limits you. So, when we so hard on our past, and I'm not saying, things don't hurt, but at the same time, Spirit is telling you the Most High is your refuge. If you can't find shelter in people who have done you wrong on a physical plane, then go to your spiritual refuge, which is your creator, the one who has always put this energy over you where you're going to prevail. You're not going to be stopped. You're not going to be bound. You're not going to be taken out of here, because that is your destiny and no one can interfere. Oh, they throw stumbling blocks. It's allowed because that is why you're going to grow. That is the thing that's going to help you to grow. But at the same time, Spirit also wants you to know that you're powerful. You're more powerful than any situation you could ever face. You have so much spiritual connection and so much spiritual protection here, even in this Two of Cups energy. You're always going to run into someone who has your back here on earth, even if they're in your life just for a little while. It's almost like that's your contract. It's like everyone does not fall down and get back up. Some people fall down and they stay down, whether they physically get up or not. They could be really broken emotionally in a mental place where they're just no good. They're just vegetable. Well, you have Daniel, King of Wands here. God, the merciful judge. It says eloquence. Give answers to those in doubt. See there? You got this King of Wands energy here. Now that's fiery energy. Now we know in the King of Wands regular energy that this type of energy is a very charismatic energy here. This is a very assertive, passionate energy here. So it also talks about anytime you're feeling like the things that you see and the things that you physically go through begin to really deal with your judgment and your sense of worth, because we know we can go through so much harmful, horrific things here as humans. We start questioning everything about life. But it's like Spirit is telling you, if you're ever in doubt of why you're here, because that's when we start doubting everything, is when we start facing those challenges, which you're here on your soul's journey anyway. Spirit say you don't have to worry about that. You're here for a reason here, and your reason to be here is not to be trampled down. You're gonna rise again, and you're gonna be a very merciful, loving energy. And if you notice, most of the people who are merciful and loving energies are the ones who get stumped on the most. They find that loving, merciful energy to be weak, and people abuse it. But that is the type of energy that we all should be in. You also have a lot of courageous, bold energy in you. I see this Daniel card, and I recall, in the Bible, when they talk about Daniel in the lion's den, and how, now don't get me wrong, I'm not in Christianity, but I just feel like if I can find a passage in there that edifies my spirit and I can relate to it, I'm going to use it. Because like I always say, you can get a good word out of a Cracker Jack box or on the bottom of your shoe. I feel like that's Spirit's way of getting this message to you. But I always feel like, when you look at that story of Daniel in the lion's den, they put him in there and they just knew that, I mean, if you believe in these things, but I happen to believe in things that we think that is totally weird and just otherworldly. I believe any and all things are possible, so it's not far fetched for me. But imagine you lock up in here in Daniel's the lions den, like, and I think somewhere where they said whether the lions was hungry. This was an angry king. He really was challenging Daniel's God here. But we all know the story, but that perseverance here, but that mercy, because even this Daniel card right here says God the merciful judge here. See, there's a lot of things that people may have wanted things to happen to you to take you out of here. And even family and friends could have intentionally set stumbling blocks in your way, but you always move forward. You always move forward because you are what they say, favor ain't fair. That's what I hear for somebody. Spirit is telling you, yeah, what the people down here say that favor is not fair. Some of y'all just have favor on you and people don't understand because they don't have that type of. See, Eight of Wands here. See, you always moving. There's always something movement is good. Movement is always moving here. It says the great and exalted God. It says grandeur. Makes one passionate towards God here. Look at that. This is so beautiful. This is beautiful energy here. So this is something moving very, very swiftly here, as if it is it's almost like everything has life attached to it. Music has life attached to it here. And if you look at this picture, this angel is playing like a violin here. It says the great and exalted God here. It's like your movement toward, it's like when you don't give up and you continue to move forward, that continues to open doors for you. It's like music in the Most High's ears here, because it's not the energy of defeat that's rising up. It is the energy of victory that's rising up in you. And you know it to be so with this King of Wands and this Chariot card and even the Eight of Wands here. Like I said, you have hidden knowledge. All you have to do is tap into that knowledge here. Spirit does not want you to doubt yourself. Spirit does not want you to operate in fear, because Spirit doesn't want you to take your hardships or things that may have not happened in the past in your favor, because you have a new day ahead. As long as you're able to move forward here, it says, who is like God? Who is like the Most High that can give you supernatural things that can help you move forward and prevail in victory? And like I say, if you've been counted out, it's all a part of divine order and plan for you. When you're really discarded and treated lesser than in your own family, because I feel like in relationships, even in friendships, you take it hard, but you're able to move on. But it's something about the family relationships that we as people are taught that you're supposed to stick it out and work with them regardless, and that can be a codependent, because just because you have the same blood running through your veins does not mean that you're supposed to live your life under that type of energy here. Sometimes your job is just to be birthed by them and to go on and do your own thing, because you already have your own spiritual tribe here, especially in this Two of Cups here. You're going to have the negative side, but you're also going to have that support side with you as well here. Now they go to Nine of Swords. I thought I saw the nine. There was a Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Swords here, the comforting God. It's nothing like that comforting energy when you have so much disorder going on around you here. Stress, worry, because things are not like you would want them to be. Things that you can't control, you get in that energy of doubt and fear, and it just takes over your life here. But this is why you have the comforting angel. What does it say? Who is the God, swiftly hearkening God. This is why you got the comforting God with the Nine of Swords. I'm getting out. Okay, the comforting God. So see, you think that sometimes you cry and you go through things, and when you're alone, you're isolated, you feel like no one understands. It's just you all by yourself. That's not true. Yeah, y'all remember that picture? I'm sure we've all seen these hangings when you're walking, and this is so true in the physical world. You got you walking, and then next to this person you see the little footsteps in the sand walking next to you. I feel like that's really how it is. We don't see it, so we think that we're alone, but we have our guardian angels here. Look, our ancestors have been with us every step of the way here. It's just we have free will here, and the only thing the universe is doing is asking you and telling you that you have power. You're not defenseless. You can tap into hidden knowledge. It is your birthright once you tap into it, because after all, you're only having a human experience. That's why you mortal. But before you became mortal, you were immortal. So you got to tap into the immortal energy here. You have to put on the whole armor of what this immortality energy is. I feel like it's almost like you got to stay in the spiritual realm just to maintain in the physical world here. But it's like Spirit is telling you that you are a overcomer, so overcome. You have refuge. You have spiritual protection. I can recall so many times being a single mother, and boy, I tell you that big ass S on your chest, being super mama. Man, when you have children and you're the sole provider of everything, if somebody do anything, you got to stand up with that big S on your chest and make it happen. And a lot of times, Knight of Cups here, a lot of times the revealing of God. Now you may have someone who's coming in here to you that has emotions here. And this could be someone that's highly spiritual as well. Ariel here. It says perception and revelation discovers hidden treasure, reveals secrets of nature. See, this could be someone who the universe is sending your way to be that other side that you need here. We always have a spiritual tribe here. It's just tapping into them and finding them here. But I can recall being a single mother, and it was just horrible. I mean, most of these feminines, they end up being harder than they should be, because they're having to play all this masculine role and this feminine role, and you can lose yourself in being, super mama, or even some single dads. You can lose yourself being this single energy because there's not balance there. So you have 4 Pentacles here. God liberating the oppressed. So the Most High is telling you that the Most High, the universe, is a mighty provider unto those who are needy. You have not because you ask not. You don't have to go without. You don't have to go without. Somebody out there, you don't ever have to go without, honey. You're just going to have to go to your refuge, which that is within. Reach out. Because it says refuge governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. It's like you really have, like I say, favor ain't fair for somebody out there. It's almost like the things that most people around you may go to as a refuge are only temporary fixed. They're not substantial. They're not built on solid foundations. But you can tap into the hidden knowledge. This is the thing that is the real knowledge here. It's spiritual. It's the spiritual things that's going to stand, not the physical things. But it's like you have favor because you can tap into it. Everybody don't know that, and everybody can't do that. It's not for them because some people are living a karmic lifestyle where they're not going to awaken you. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and it just goes right over their head? It's because they're not awakened. Maybe this is their lifetime of karma to not wake it up this time. You feel me? Maybe they're just starting out. And those are the type of people you can't be around because I feel like it ain't time for them to get it. But you have the revealing God here. There's a lot of things that are revealed to you if you tap into. You may have someone coming in here to shed some light to you too. So it's like the universe is sending you someone, especially in this 2 of Cups energy. Someone on a spiritual level here. Someone who's going to really teach you how to really elevate spiritual here. You got this. Look, some of y'all could be so spiritual, but you're not tapping into. You see things. You're clairvoyant. You're psychic. You see spiritual things here, but you just shove it off like it's nothing. But you really are a gem to a lot of people who may need to hear this here. It's like the merciful God, the swiftly hearkening God. You can draw a lot of people into you. You can heal a lot of people too with this 9 of Wands and this 9 of Swords energy. It says God, the impenetrable secret, the comforting God. Some of y'all got those comforting words of your spiritual knowledge, and the universe wants you to share it here. You got a mighty spiritual gift on you. And Spirit is telling you, you got it. Because see, you got some people who are in lack mentality because they don't have hope. They don't feel like it's anything else that they can do. That, you know, some people have been stuck in a way so long, and if everyone around you is thinking the same way, then you usually you can break it. But somebody, either it's in your future, your destiny to break free from generational curses, because I feel like everything is already destined, you know. But think about all the people we know in the families, generation after generation after generation, do the same old negative things. They live their way. They ancestors, they grandparents, the parents before them, it's the same way. Those are generational curses here. And some people so self righteous, they don't want to hear it. You know, and they stay stuck in that old type of mentality here. Those are the type of people you can't be around, and you can't learn from, and you can't teach them anything. But some of you guys are spiritual teachers here. It's like Spirit's trying to help you tap into your spiritual wealth so that you can receive it here, down here on a physical plane. Because Spirit is telling you there's no reason to doubt. There's no need to block yourself off. There's no need to distance yourself. There's no need to hide out. There's no need for you to do any of those things, because that's not who you are. You're not that. You're not a victim. You're victorious. You're awesome here. You just got to tap into it and act like you are that person here. For somebody, you got to tap in. Look, the Fool card here. See? The exalting God. There it is again here. It says, will and new beginnings. Assist with difficult and great undertakings here. See? Spirit said there's nothing too burdensome for you to handle, because to whom much is given, much is required. You just think it's a lot that you're going through because you're not tapping into what you already have. Instead of looking at it in a negative way, tap into your own spiritual power and change it. You can change it. We can change it, y'all. We can. It's like Spirit is telling you, I don't want you stressed out. You got my favor on you. Why are you stressing out? Not you. You're not the one supposed to be stressed out. What am I missing here? Somebody ain't supposed to be stressing out because you got spiritual favor on you. So it's like Spirit is saying, well, why don't you have what you need? Why is this 4 pin? Well, why are you feeling like you're left out? Why are you feeling inadequate? Why are you insecure? You're not supposed to, because that's not your plan. You need to check out your life. Spirit is telling you better look again, because you're wrong. You're looking at it wrong. Stop looking at your life based on how other people used to make you feel. That's a lie. All of those are lies. They were just lessons. Those were things just to push you towards your highest good. Because usually you're going to be dogged in order for you to realize that you were the shit the whole time. It was them that had the problem. That's usually how it is. And usually your testimony brings healing for other people. This is why I feel like Spirit is telling somebody, you are a mighty teacher. You're supposed to teach the tower, the fire of God. See, some of y'all supposed to talk that shit. Some of y'all supposed to get some shit right here. You're that force to be reckoned with here. You're going to be fiery. That's why you got the King of Wands right here. Somebody's going to be a very, very flossy, a powerful tongue, a powerful tool, a powerful instrument that the universe is using. But you got to get out your... It's, you know, it's kind of like, you know how they say, like, the beauticians, they can lay some hair, but you wouldn't know about looking at their head. You know, mechanics, they car look like a piece of jalopy, but they can have your car humming, you know, just a silent. It's just like Spirit is saying, you got all these gifts. I already see you. Don't you see you? It's in you. That's why you went through the things that you went through, is for you to share it, because somebody is a powerful force to be reckoned with here. You're going to bring down a lot of strongholds down. You're coming here. Ooh, somebody's coming here to bring down the strongholds off of people so that these generational curses can be broken. Oh, wow. Wow. And can't a goddamn thing stand in your way with this Chariot card. Ooh, somebody is powerful. Maybe this is your season to feel that way, but I don't feel like you're gonna stay this way. It's like you're so powerful It's like you ain't supposed to have no bad day, but you're human. It's almost like a earth a angel is having and you know how the angel done fell out the sky and now they down here in this nasty ass earth and they like shit. Now the angel looking like a junkie. Now they got bad skin. They done started wearing weave and things. They looking bad. It's like this angel done came down here and they done lost their way. You know, they done got turned out on the world. They were warned about how it was going to be, but damn, when they actually got down here, they was like, yeah, spirit, but shit, you know what's, I mean, damn, it's so much stuff. I mean, it's so much stuff them folks be doing. I mean, no wonder folks want to come back again and again and again. I got stuck. Somebody got stuck. Wow. It's like an angel came down here, a mighty, mighty warrior angel, a mighty, mighty teacher, a mighty warrior angel, someone with high ranking and high clout came down here for a task and their ass got stuck. So now they trying to find their way back to their journey. Oh my gosh, they trying to find their way back on their path, y'all. That just broke my heart. Wow. Oh my God, that's exactly what it is. It's like an earth angel or an angel done fell down here, y'all, and they done got caught up. They done got lost on the on the world's souls. And now they done forgot that they mighty. Now they doubting themselves. Now they dealing with all the human issues. They stressed out. They jumping. They hearing bullets flying. They got folks trying to say that they don't put child support on their ass. They done started smoking too much weed. They eating way too much. And they sitting up here looking up in heaven and they feel like heaven don't want to say nothing to them now because they done came down here and they done got stuck. But the universe is telling this person, I don't have to answer you. You have everything you need on the inside of you. What you asking me for? Ain't nobody judging you. Do you? You the person. Ain't nobody judging you. Ain't nobody looking down on you. You the powerful one. You just need to come back to your remembrance. Come back to who you are. Somebody's got to come back to who they are. Oh my gosh. Because they are not from here. Y'all, oh my goodness. I got to go. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this thing went like this. But this is for somebody. This is for somebody. Wow, this is for somebody. It's funny, but it's sad because I could just see you start going to the freaking strip club. Oh, you the one that got you a PPP loan. You got bad credit. Oh shit, y'all! They trying to figure out what the fuck. Get the fuck away from down here. Oh my God! All right, y'all.